In December of 2013, a new smartphone manufacturer called OnePlus emerged. Their slogan, "Never settle." Their goal was to disrupt the smartphone industry with their first flagship killer of a smartphone known as the OnePlus One. While many flagship smartphones of that time boasted powerful internals or a high-quality display, many of those manufacturers compromised somewhere when creating their next big phone, whether it was including an inferior rear camera or some other less than stellar component. While other high-end smartphones had their own flaws, OnePlus created a phone without compromises, a phone with top-tier specs, but without that top-tier price tag. After shaking up the industry in 2014 with the One, OnePlus unveiled its second flagship in July of 2015. While the OnePlus 2 improved upon its predecessor in many ways, the phone brought a lot of controversy with the highly criticized Snapdragon 810 system on a chip by Qualcomm, as well as the phone's absence of near-field communication technology. Smartphone reviewers and enthusiasts alike criticized the phone's Android skin, Oxygen OS, for its reported bugs and poor battery life. Fast forward to June of 2016, and OnePlus has shown the world its third flagship killer of a smartphone, the OnePlus 3. Has OnePlus stepped up its game since the lukewarm reception of its second smartphone? Is their newest phone worthy of the title of flagship killer? How's it going, everybody? This is Matt D, and this is the OnePlus 3. OnePlus's third budget flagship phone comes packaged in a white and red box similar to the box the more compact OnePlus X was shipped in. On the front of the box, we'll find the OnePlus logo above a large number 3. There's also OnePlus 3 branding on the side of the box. Upon opening the box, we're greeted with the OnePlus 3, which is snugly cradled in a box housing a brief user manual and a SIM ejector tool, in addition to the standard safety and warranty literature. Underneath that box, OnePlus has included a letter from Carl Pei. Finally, at the bottom of the box rests the new USB to USB Type-C charging cable, along with OnePlus's new Dash Charge AC adapter, capable of 5 volts at 4 amps. According to OnePlus, the Dash charger is capable of charging the OnePlus 3 from 0 to 60% in about 30 minutes. It's worth noting that the USB Type-A end of the charging cable is not reversible, unlike the cable that was shipped with the OnePlus 2. While OnePlus's first two flagship phones were constructed of a metal frame, both of those devices featured OnePlus's signature backplate made of plastic covered in a unique sandstone finish. With the OnePlus 3, the company is using a brand new design language. Similar to the phones in HTC's One product line along with Huawei's Mate 8 flagship, the OnePlus 3 is constructed entirely of aluminum, giving the phone a high-end ultra-premium feel in the hand. OnePlus's latest smartphone has a 5.5-inch 1080p optic AMOLED display by Samsung with a pixel density of 401 ppi. Above the screen, OnePlus has included an 8-megapixel front-facing camera next to the earpiece. Below the screen, there's a fingerprint scanner slightly larger than the one found on the OnePlus 2. On the right-hand side of the phone, OnePlus has placed the phone's power button just below the phone's SIM tray, which will accommodate 2 nano SIMs. The top of the phone is clean with no notable features. Moving over to the left-hand side of the OnePlus 3, there's the phone's volume rocker below OnePlus's trademark alert slider, allowing the user to toggle between receiving all notifications, notifications from priority contacts, or none at all. Finally, at the bottom of the OnePlus 3, there's a speaker and a 3.5mm headphone jack, flanking the phone's USB Type-C charging port. Turning over to the rear of OnePlus's latest flagship phone, the phone houses a 16-megapixel rear camera with face detection autofocus and optical image stabilization. Below the sensor, there's a lone LED flash. The OnePlus 3 is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 system on a chip accompanied by an Adreno 530 GPU. While OnePlus's latest flagship handset comes with 64GB of non-expandable storage, the phone boasts a whopping 6GB of RAM. Today, 6 gigs of RAM is overkill for a smartphone, but such a massive amount of memory will certainly future-proof the OnePlus 3 for the next few years. Powering the OnePlus 3 is a 3000 mAh battery. As for cellular connectivity, the OnePlus 3 is capable of running on any LTE and GSM-based cellular networks throughout the world. In addition to the usual Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS connectivity found on most smartphones, OnePlus brought NFC back with the OnePlus 3 after receiving a wealth of criticism for not incorporating NFC technology into the OnePlus 2. The OnePlus 3 is powered by OnePlus's in-house Android-based operating system Oxygen OS version 3.0 atop Android 6.0 Marshmallow. At first glance, Oxygen OS closely resembles the look and feel of stock Android. The UI is mostly the same except for a few additions such as Shelf at the leftmost home screen. Shelf is a customizable space that displays the weather as well as widgets, frequent apps, and contacts. While Shelf doesn't currently offer much functionality, I do believe it has a lot of potential. Another highlight of Oxygen OS is OnePlus's own take on app permissions, allowing the user to determine what apps can and cannot access certain pieces of information stored on the phone. One feature that makes OnePlus's devices unique is the ability to toggle between capacitive navigation buttons and the stock Android soft keys. Both the OnePlus 3 and last year's OnePlus 2 allow the user to determine whether the back or recent apps key will reside on the left or right side of the phone's capacitive home button. Other notable features returning in Oxygen OS 3.0 are the System Dark mode, in addition to the ability to change colors of menu toggles and even the phone's notification LED. Overall, the OnePlus 3's packaging presented a typical unboxing experience. However, I did appreciate some of the smaller elements, such as the inclusion of a SIM tool as well as the note from OnePlus co-founder Carl Pei. As for the device itself, I like the new direction OnePlus took in designing the OnePlus 3 with its metal unibody construction. However, I didn't mind the sandstone backplates found on OnePlus's first two phones, as the grippy textured backplates made OnePlus unique. In the near future, I'll check in with another video elaborating on my impressions of the phone itself as well as its software. As always, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.